Right. Hello, guys. It is High Priestess Jamila, and I wanted to come and talk to y'all about new moons and the purging of negativity. And of course, it's not just a purging, it's important to transmute negative to positive. However, there are certain there's certain energy, there's certain negativities that cannot change, right? That's just like there's people that cannot change. I don't believe that all energy is transmutable. I don't. Okay? uh and I think that anybody that knows about transmutation or transmuting negative energy knows that, okay? In fact, I am going to do a transmutation ward today, but I'm also going to do a ward to uh to ward off negativity, to send it away, to send it back where it belongs. Whatever energy I can transmute, I will, but some energy that is very, very low vibrational, I don't even want to touch it. I don't. Okay? Because some stuff you just can't know. It'll either take too long or So this new moon, hello sis, how are you? This new moon, I'm feeling that I don't know about anybody else, but for me specifically, I am going through this purge of this negativity. And it's because I am cutting ties with a very negative person who kind of used me as a processor of his negativity. That he tried to use me as a processor of his negativity. It does not work that way. uh it doesn't, not with not with everything. I can process and banish and, like, obliterate or transmute negativity for myself, some for my clients, and then of course some for my children. But you know it depends on the intention of the negativity. That's another thing. If somebody is in your life with an intention of pushing every negative thing that they are about off on you, if that person has an intention of harming you, if that person, whatever that person's intention is what is going to happen. Is what is the result that you're going to get. The person that I am purging out of my life had an intention on killing me. Okay? Just total destruction. This person had no other intention. And that's what I want to talk to y'all about a little bit. And just, things that you may experience if you are getting a person out of your life. Um, for me, this person was trying to murder me with as much negativity as possible. This person was asked years ago to be as negative as possible, to attack me with as much negative energy as possible, so that I would die from stress, from some kind of stress related illness, heart attack, stroke, possibly even kidney failure. Okay. Which is why it's important for me to pay attention to my weight. And I don't know if is today Mother's Day. I think today may be Mother's Day. If it is, happy Mother's Day to all of you mothers out there. Okay. Um, this new moon just kind of automatically purges. It does. It's really interesting the way that new moons kind of work because I do have a connection with the moon. Okay, it's the 12th. Okay. Thank you, Sissy. Anyway, new moons typically will do that. But if you have a person in your life that should have not ever been there, then you're going to go through certain things. You're going to deal with certain things as far as like when that person is getting out of your system. For like example, I started my cycle like 2 days ago, and I'm just noticing my cycle is very productive. Not that it hasn't been productive previously, but like it just felt like my body is just like, get out, get out, get out. I let this person be very intimate with me. My body is literally getting rid of this person's negativity. And if you are going through that, you just have to trust your body. I have found that if your body is purging itself of a negative person, especially a negative lover, onions, like onions, either white onions, yellow onions, or red onions, like either fresh onions or making sure that you cook. I always cook with onions, making sure that you cook with onions. Garlic is important to cook and eat with garlic. Drinking plenty of water is important. Um, and getting as much time out in nature as possible. I feel like nature is calling me, and I am going to get more time out in nature. I think that it's important to do that because this person was so extremely negative that this person was wishing death on my children. This person hates. This person that I am purging myself of has so much hatred and he throws the hatred at me. He want like I swear to God, this man literally like a lot of people was trying to say, oh, it's love, it's love, it's love. This man wants me to die. This man he wants my children to die. This man literally was an op that was sent to me several years ago to try to kill and destroy me and my family. Period. Now I don't know why he would do that because he won't be able to. Obviously, if somebody is an op to that capacity, hopefully you have your spirits that are going to remove that person from your life eventually. And spirit did remove this person from my life because all of the negativity that he's trying to throw at me from a distance would have been negative energy that he would have projected to me and made it look like he was being nice, right? He would have made it look like he were being nice, but in reality, those are the energies that I still would have received from him if he would have been around me and my family. Okay, do y'all understand that? Like, for example, if we had not had fallen out, he would have had that hatred, that negativity, that foul intent. Yes, he would have had that foul intention regardless. He could have been sitting up in my face with that negative intention. So I'm glad that Spirit said, you got to go. If you guys remember, it started around Easter, a little bit before Easter, right? Because he is religious. He does not like me because I am a witch. He's been taught that negativity. He's been taught that hatred. He and in fact, I do have it on good authority that he was encouraged to do everything that he's doing by his mother, who was sick at the time, which is why my spirits wanted me to print out her picture. And we do rituals on a regular basis because his mama didn't like me before she passed on. In fact, his mother kind of co-signed and was okay with it because she didn't really like me. And he's doing a lot of this, I guess, to avenge his mother too, because apparently I did something to his mother. I don't know exactly what the hell that is. And so I'm being very smart about the situation. And you know what? It's a tough process. It is. It's almost the same thing as if somebody were to kidnap you and you were taken as a hostage, a negative person that comes into your life to do negative things to you, to be nothing but a negative person, to drag you down, to hurt you, to destroy the way you look. Okay, this person wanted to destroy the way I look. This person wanted to destroy my health. This person wanted to destroy any opportunities that I have in this world. This person wanted to destroy my children because I know for a fact that most of the people that he keeps around him have an intense jealousy and hatred for my children, not just my daughters, all of my children for some reason. The people that he hangs around with hate my children with a passion, hate me, right? So whenever somebody has that intention of literally this person, and you know what? This is the one thing that I can tell you. He claimed that if I were submissive to him, that it would change. No, it wouldn't. Intention is intention. I could have been the nicest person, which I am a nice person. I'm just not a freaking doormat. It wouldn't have mattered. If a person's intention is to do harm to you, it does not matter how much or how well you get along with that person. It's the same thing as the evil eye. Some people will be around you and you may get along with that person, right? But in reality their intention is to hurt you, and that's exactly what he was. Okay, however, his intention up against a witch is not strong enough, right? So he wouldn't have been able to just use the Jedi mind trick on me, right? He had to actually be verbally abusive, emotionally abusive, a liar, a stalker. He had to be obvious with it in order to, I guess, carry out his plot. And that's exactly what happened. Okay. When I realized, I said, this guy does not care about me, will not ever be able to care about me, probably doesn't have the ability to love, There are some people in this world, guys, that don't have the ability to love. And he's one of them. You got to realize that. I was talking to you guys about when it's not love. I took that video down because I was speaking about things that are not relevant to this situation. It's not. So I believe I took that live down last night. I think I took it down off both channels. Yeah, in fact. Yeah. Um what has happened in my real life is non-consequential to him. It was almost like he was sent by the church to create a bunch of false things that don't actually exist. That's why when I always this is one of the reasons why I can't wait to completely be done, for him to be just done. Like, and he will be done. Trust me, he will be, because the intention that he set for me, he's going to get it. Just like his mother got it. uh he almost brings in this unrealistic energy of goofy, unreal, otherworldly, even though he's not otherworldly. He's not. The energy that him and a lot of the people that he hangs around with, it's so fake that that after a while it's so fake, it's so contrived, and almost like a movie script, that you don't allow it to harm you. You don't, because it's too fake. It's not even real, right? You know, when something is so ridiculous, it's not real. Like, it's just like, this is some of the fakest stuff. And I do encourage y'all to stay away from fake people, because there have been times where I have felt like I was not living in the correct reality. And people like that will make you feel that way. It's almost like, what reality am I living in? Now, I am in the South as opposed to being in the Midwest, which he did not help being in the South, because being in the South can sometimes be difficult. He did try to create this environment to make me feel as though I was a slave and we were going to through apartheid or something, which sucks. That's why you got to be careful with fake people being fake, right? I don't have this constant paranoia walking around here thinking that I live in the most racist place in America. I don't, right? Because when you do that, you actually do attract those energies to you, right? You got to be the change. You have to be the change that you want to be. So I don't have that issue, but it is very unreal. It's unreal. It's like, what in the hell did I die and go to hell? That, and see, people like that are doing stuff like that, they're trying to make you feel like that purposely. Like, this dude literally tried to make me not me anymore. It was very bizarre. There was even a point in time where he said weird things to me, to where he's like, "You're already dead." Now, I already know I'm alive. He is one of the most evil people that I know, and my spirits intend to take him down and anybody else that's doing what he's doing. That's a reality. Anybody that evil should not be walking around this earth. Just FYI. Okay. For you to mess with somebody's head and then tell them that they're not even alive anymore, you got to go. Okay. So, listen, somebody that does that type of evil to another human being, to the point where and so that person is doing death magic, If a person is trying to convince you that you are not you, while at the same time telling you that you already died or that you're dead, you have to do death work on that person because they're doing something to you to possibly mess with your head on a deep level, right? When you're getting rid of energy like that, and this is important for you guys to understand, like for example, when you do cleanses, okay? When you are purging yourself of that kind of energy, those, it's almost like a parasite that is dying, right? It's like the parasites or the energies that person sent you are escaping. And the moon will do that for you. Sometimes we need a little bit of help, like fire and smoke, water to help purge us. I know that I've been taking some pretty intense spiritual showers lately. I am going to take a spiritual bath tonight, which would be just the best thing for me at this point. So your high priestess is gonna get in the bathtub. Like I'm gonna put myself in that tub with some herb and some Epsom salt. Okay. Hello, Super Queen Bee. Cheers to you too. I don't think that I had ever encountered a person with such evil, malignant spirits with an intention of doing evil. Basically, this person that I've been dealing with was doing everything that he thought would murder me without actually murdering me. Okay. So I don't know how long he's going to subject the public to that. That's why I suggest people to not watch him. He has an intention on murdering children. He thought that if he just wished death on my daughter, that she would die. He's wishing death on me and my family, and he's doing it. Yeah. Oh God, I love lavender. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna put lavender. Lavender is very healing and is very soothing. And then lavender helps to transmute, right? And transmutation is very close to healing. So people that feel that they can't stop watching him, I've noticed that there are some people who feel compelled to watch him. Stop watching him. And I'm going to help y'all out a little bit too. I'm going to help y'all out with stop watching him because I'm going to force people that shouldn't be watching him to stop watching him. I'm going to have to force it. Okay. Those of you that insist on watching this dude's channel and you know you shouldn't be watching it and you allow and you're allowing him, if you are in my collective, if you are in my collective, you're just in my collective, you're not supposed to be listening to him. You're not supposed to be communing with him. I will be doing work today to force you to stop watching him as well as other people. Okay? Yes, I'm gonna help y'all out because I love y'all. I gotta I gotta put my hand I gotta put my hand down. What do they call that? I gotta put down. What do they call that when you anyway, y'all know what I mean. I got to put down my authority at this point. Y'all got to stop watching those people. And not only those people, but other people that have compared themselves to me. It's time for y'all to stop doing that. So anybody that is watching him, because that's what he wanted to do, was steal my viewers, okay? Right? And he did, but he put you in a world of poop. He put you in a world of poop. He didn't bring anything good into your life. He ain't doing nothing but sitting up there spouting negativity. Okay? He did that. That's all he doing. He ain't doing nothing good. So I'm gonna make sure that y'all stop watching him. So his numbers are gonna go down completely, permanently. It's not that I'm trying to take away y'all choice. It's I gotta put my foot down. That's what it is. I said put my hand down. I'm gonna put my foot down. Cannot watch him anymore. We're not playing around with him anymore. Okay? He went live one day and was degrading my clients too. Okay? Good. Yeah, put my foot down. No, Super Queen B, I didn't think you did. I didn't think you did, but I do know that there's a few people that for some reason they feel compelled to watch his channel. And you shouldn't be watching his channel or a couple of people's channels. Okay? I'm not trying to take away your right or choices, but people that are in my collective, you can't go over there to that very negative, malignant person. You're watching this very negative, malignant person who is always going to be negative and malignant. What are you waiting on him to say something positive about me? He's never going to do it. I'm not even waiting for that. I don't need his validation. That's a problem. If you feel that High Priestess Jamila needs his validation and you're in my collective, then it needs some then you need to change the way you look at that. Because I don't need his validation. And if you wanna, if that's what you want to do, then stop straddling the fence. Go completely over on his side and don't be on my side at all. So some choices needs to be made. We are at a crossroads because some of y'all, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I can I can pick up on people's consciousness. And whenever this dude comes with a new lie, because he's gonna consistently make up lies, I can sense people saying to themselves, "Oh, you have to respond to this, Jamila. We want an explanation for what he's saying, or you're getting upset with me based upon, and you're allowing him to persuade you, which is your fault. If you like to believe in liars, if you like, first of all, if you like abusive men and you think that there's something to be proud of with that, maybe you need to go on over there completely, because I do know that there are some people that watch him and then there's some people that watch me. Don't watch me at all. Go over there and get all of the negativity from him. And you can go ahead and just be with a negative person. Because I personally, the people that, like, I've noticed people acting funny after he do what he does. You know what? I personally do not like when that area of society that allows a man to judge a woman just because he's a man, even though he sounds like a complete idiot. When I told y'all that he basically wished death on my daughter, he went to his channel and lied about it. Yes, he did wish death on my daughter. Yes, he did. Right after he found out she was pregnant, He wished death on my child. So if the YouTube community is okay with that, if you're okay with him wishing death on a person that has never done anything to him, my daughter don't ever say anything, do anything to this man. Then you know what? You go over there and you deal with him and leave me alone. You don't need to be watching my channel, apparently. You must like stuff like that. Okay? Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's why he followed me around and trailed me around, because he wanted to ruin as many of the people that knew me as possible, which is why he constantly followed me, constantly had my name in titles, constantly talked about me and made videos about me. And you know what? It's not my fault if you went over there and became tainted. It is not my fault. Blame it on YouTube for allowing this man to be out here violating community policy. That's YouTube's fault. That has nothing to do with Jamila. So, these people, all of these people, and I want to make this clear. And this is another thing I want to make clear. Him and those people acting silly and stupid does not affect y'all. He cannot affect my clients, right? That's another lie that's being told, that his negativity or their negativity can affect my clients. No, actually, they can't. If I were not who I am, they could affect me negatively as far as how I feel, as far as, but they can't affect client cases, right? That's a lie. They can't have any bearing on y'all balls. He can only affect me. They can only affect me if I allow them. And yes, I do have protection against them. These are people that are committing frauds and evil in social media. And then they're also stalking a witch. I'm going to tell y'all straight up and down. One of the reasons why they don't stalk other witches is because they're not sexually attracted to them. Okay. People have tried to say that I'm not a real witch because these people are still stalking me. That's bullshit. These people are obsessed and they have a sexual obsession with me. Right? So, a person that has a sexual obsession with a person is not going to necessarily let go. We're talking about in dealing with these types of people that we're dealing with. Okay? So that's why they do that. And unfortunately, because of that sexual attraction, a lot of the women that surround them are jealous. I have no idea. I am not a vampire, right? So a vampiric or a parasitic person would possibly like that type of attention. I don't like the attention. Yes, I do know how to transmute negative energies. We were talking about that, but that's too much. That's too much negativity. This dude is prepared to harass and stalk me forever, because especially right now, when I come on here and speak truth, when I speak my truth about the situation, he's gonna to have something to say. You listen. And for me, I'm putting him on ignore. I'm not interested in anything that he has to say. Personally, if you're interested in anything that he has to say and you want to keep those doors open to where he's gonna finally, I guess, destroy your image of me in your mind, then go right ahead and go over there and do that. But in reality, what he is doing is he's trying to take a person that is supposed to be a positive influence. He's supposed to take somebody that is supposed to bring positivity and healing into your life. And he's trying to pervert that and destroy that for you. If you want him to do that for you, that's fine. Okay. But I'm just telling you what I know what his agenda is. He knows that I'm supposed to bring positivity. He knows that this is supposed to be a positive experience. My experience on YouTube is not supposed to be negative. It's supposed to be positive for the most part, because that is the intention that I set. I am here to bring y'all positivity. I am here to connect y'all to healing, to connect y'all to source. That's what I'm here for, right? I'm not here for his negativity. Okay? If you want to make him mess my image up for you, I can't do anything for you when you do that. You know what I'm saying? That's on you. Now, I personally, if I like somebody that I feel that I like, I'm not going to let nobody mess up that image of that person. Okay? Because he's told a lot of lies. I mean, they have not only told lies, but they've been using cloning apps too. Okay? Because they knew that I would attract a lot of people that either had daddy issues, mommy issues, or people that have been sexually abused, right? So why not accuse her of being a bad mother? Why not accuse her of every atrocity in the world, right? Literally, these people have tried to make me guilty of every atrocity in the world. That's how you know it's unreal, right? It's ridiculous. So, if that's what you want to do, then do it, but be silent with it. There's a lot of people that are literally believing in what these people are saying, and it's very disappointing. Those are the people that probably did like me, but then said, I found out that she was doing this and doing that. Why would you believe somebody just because they told you something? It's called a smear campaign. Like, you may not have necessarily been watching me to come to me to be a client. You might have just needed my inspiration. It may have been something, maybe that spark of that divine that you were going to get from me, right? You let him ruin that for you. That's on you. You let any of them ruin it for you. That's on you. I am who I am, right? And I'm never going to change. He can never change me. He can't, because I won't let him. He's tried to change me into a monster, basically. I think he was trying to turn me into his mama. You can tell if a person has a good or a bad mother by by the change that they try to bring to you. He was trying to turn me into his mother. Just like there's women on here that have issues like that tried to turn me into their mother. I don't know why people do that. I have no idea, but I'm just telling y'all just the metaphysical part of it, right? And I'm not going to ever be nobody but Jamila. I'm going to be Jamila. That's who I am. That's my name, Jamila. Or if you want to pronounce it Jamila, some people pronounce my name Jamila. Some people pronounce my name Jamila. Okay. I don't either one. If you pronounce my name Jamila, I like Jamila. I actually prefer Jamila. Okay. Like vanilla, I prefer Jamila. Some people call me Jamila. Okay. Jamila's fine too. Some people silence the J in my name, which is fine too. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that. About to get me some coffee. Oh yeah, I got some toilet paper. Don't y'all need a roll in y'all bathroom? Here. So it ain't going down like that. It's not, you know what I'm saying? He was very clever. Nice try. He was a op. Yeah, I know it means the beautiful one, or it the beautiful one. Kind of like Satan or something. No, I'm joking. I'm joking, y'all. Uh, but yeah, I know. I've been getting back to being me since I've been purging this dude, and I want y'all to know that as the exact truth. He tried to turn me into, I don't know what he was trying to do. Like, it didn't work, but I can tell you that since I have been away from him, I'm starting to look normal again. I think that the stress that he put me through, though, I think that it was causing extra stress on my kidneys, on my heart. Yeah, look at roses. Yeah, I don't like Satan. Well, they say that Satan is, and I'm, but okay. Let's get back to where we were going with this, though, y'all. Okay. I am finishing up my Pluto retrograde readings on TikTok. I am getting back to getting focused on things, and yeah, and what I am doing is I am gonna eat. Here's the plan for that: drinking plenty of water, drinking plenty of green tea. Okay, green tea, as well as things like watermelon, um, banana and avocado smoothies, things of that nature to help purge myself of him completely because um, it wasn't healthy. It wasn't. Initially, he claimed that he was doing this to me because somebody that I know that I used to be cool with wanted me to go through as much stress as possible. Just FYI, if somebody does try to come into your life to stress you out, and they've been doing that to you, and they've revealed to you that they have been an op in your life, and because he told me somebody that I didn't want to be friends with anymore sent him into my life to stress me out to death, pretty much, right? So she wanted him to keep me stressed out so much that she actually he showed me what she wrote to him, that she just wanted me to die of a heart attack or a stroke. And so apparently He was supposed to put a lot of stress on me, and it was supposed to murder me. It was supposed to kill me. Okay. Um, so just FYI, guys, I am a witch. I am an energy worker. I am very authentic. Okay. Y'all have observed the daily, the weekly, on a regular basis. I ain't going nowhere. I'm still here. And now I will tell you that for the next, we got to focus on healing. Okay. But a person, they can't do irreversible damage to you. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted the damage to not be reversed. Somebody tries to come in to your life and falsely falsely put negativity in your life to destroy your health, to destroy the way you look, to make your hair fall out. That's a person that's probably trying to recreate maybe the destructive cells of cancer. Stress is not good on the body or the mind, and it can cause cancer, that malignant energy. That's why I always encourage y'all to not be in that energy. If somebody is being negative to you, it's important to not let it touch you. Okay. And I've had conversations. Hey Christian, hey sweetie. I've had conversations with my clients about this. Not all of you guys, because a lot of you guys don't a lot of you guys understand that, but some of my clients, when y'all allow negativity to touch you and negative people to always touch you, you are not you are not what's the word I'm looking for? You have to learn how to put your shield up, or either you're not transmuting it. Okay. It's important for you to learn how to do that. It is. It's very important for you to learn how to do that. I swear to God, because people like him will put stress frequencies, make your cortisol levels go up. Um, give you brain cancer because they falsely flagged my channel unique. And I got demonetized on this channel because of false flagging. Hmm. That just happened about 2 months ago. Yeah, because of that group of people, they got my channel demonetized with false flagging. Hmm. That just happened. Yeah. So, that it's very sad. I know they suck. They suck donkey balls. They suck donkey balls. It's okay. No sad face over here. We're gonna transmute everything that they do for real. But you know what I was gonna say about that? When my hair started growing, if you notice, it triggered them. And that is because I have been working on healing, and I've been working on reclaiming, retrieving my energy and healing and transmutation. So, yeah, my hair has been growing like the wild. I had a little bit of extra shedding because of, and it might be normal shedding, but no, I felt like my hair was shaking and breaking a little bit, shedding and breaking, because I dyed my hair recently. So I found, like, I think what's going on with that is finding the correct pH balance for my hair. And then plus that Mark Anthony conditioner. Mm, I wasn't too impressed with it as far as the moisturization. And so my hair got even more brittle using the Mark Anthony conditioner. Uh, it's the, I think I've showed it to y'all. But what I'm gonna do is I am gonna do Cardi B's conditioner. I'm gonna start doing that. And then also I am using more of a African American hair type texture deep conditioner. It's a protein conditioner, but I also apply moisture to my hair. So I've just been feeding my hair protein and moisture, and it's been really, doing so much better. And because my hair did kind of go when I dyed it. It was like, what's happening here? Why is she putting color on us? I don't know about this, Jamila. And so, and it kind of, when you do stuff like that to your hair, you have to take good care of it. And as somebody that has grown my natural hair uh long, you know, well, it got as long as it got, and then God, and then I ended up having that miscarriage. After I had that miscarriage, all my hair fell out, but it was because I was given an abortion drug. Y'all have to be careful. You know what? Ops always tell you exactly who they are. There are some people that will fool you, but everything happens for a reason. I had a miscarriage and then I got pregnant with Jacob, and then now I have my little Jacob. And I love my Jacob. If y'all knew Jacob, if y'all knew any of my kids, y'all would really love them a lot. I have great kids. They are not bad kids. They are not evil kids. They are little mini me's. They will defend themselves. They're not gonna let somebody push them over and bully them. I taught them to be that way, right? But they're still good kids. They cool kids. So, you know, um, but eventually when I get to the point where I'm like doing like a brick and mortar, y'all will meet my kids because they'll be at my shop. They'll be wherever I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Eventually you're gonna meet my children. And I think that people have tried to put so much negativity around my children. So much negativity. I don't know why. It's so bizarre. I think it was people. It's the same people. You know, but you know what they say, what comes around goes around. Anytime you go and you find a gang stalking group, literally a gang stalking group, and you send them after me, baby girl, a baby, mm-mm. They gonna make a U-turn and go back the other way. Okay, because gang stalkers are factually trying to drive you crazy. And yeah, if you're being gang stalked, I can help you tremendously if you're being gang stalked. Nobody should join the gang stalkers. You always resist. I, Divine Services Apothecary, is the resistance. We are the resistance to that. Gang stalking is disgusting. It is, it's the most vile thing that could have ever been thought of. And they say that it's a possibility that our government is doing it. Well, Divine Services Apothecary, we deal in the, if the government is doing it. Oh, Unique, I am so sorry, sweetie. I am so sorry. Okay. You are more than welcome to come to me, Unique. I don't know why people are afraid these days to go to witches for fertility help. I don't know why it's so taboo all of a sudden. It's weird. I don't know if the medical industry is doing that. I doubt it. I don't think that any medical doctor or psychiatrist minds us healers and witches helping people that they can't help. I don't think that they care. I'm just keeping it a buck. You know what I'm saying? And especially with something like that, right? I think that there are people out there that it's just so ignorant to create that kind of. And you know what? Whoever creates the chaos and confusion has to suffer the chaos and the confusion that they create. Nobody else has to suffer that. Nobody. You know, you don't have to be in the same place as me. You don't. I can do things from a distance. I've had plenty of pregnant clients. I've had one of my babies, I have a god baby that was just recently born. Her mother lost, or my client had a kind of like a, it was a loss, but then she went on to have another baby. And one of the reasons why she experienced that loss is because she was under way too much stress and spiritual attack. And when she came and told me, I said, "Oh my God." And I was there through her, through the whole process with the pregnancy, with the new baby. And she's, so yeah, you don't have to be close to me though. You can, yeah. Now, I'm not opposed to clients traveling to me. I'm not, the local clients that I have over here in Georgia, they have came by and met up with me. Okay. Not the ones that we know about in social media, the other ones, the ones that I had a problem with. Those were different. I'm not going to get into that, okay? But I've recently had clients that live in Georgia close to me and they've came by. So, yeah, absolutely. It is nothing wrong with seeking spiritual help for fertility issues. It's nothing wrong with that. In fact, that's how I had my Jacob. That's how I ended up with Jacob. It wasn't through spell work or anything like that, but it was certain things that I was doing. Um, it can be, I didn't necessarily have a fertility blockage, or because what I've noticed is that there are some people that will put curses, fertility curses on people. I didn't necessarily have that when I got pregnant with Jacob. I just had to clear my system out. Like my body needed time to heal because I was given an anti-cancer drug that I shouldn't have been administered. And that's how I lost that baby. Okay. And it messed up my system for a while, for like maybe 6 months, 8 months. It led me to my journey though, because there are certain herbs that I know about that do certain things. You don't even necessarily have to take these herbs internally, but I do suggest bathing with those herbs. You don't necessarily have to have a bunch of herbs in your tub. One of the things that I do nowadays when I take my baths, because I do like to take my spiritual baths to where I'm just like surrounded by all these herbs and they're touching my skin. But I like to put them in my little organza pouches and just toss them in there. That way it's an easy cleanup. I don't like having to vacuum herbs out of the tub, okay? All the time. You know what I'm saying? So that's an easy way of getting the energy and the medicinal properties of the herbs without making a mess. So yeah, that's cool. But yeah, this new moon is amazing, I can tell you. And I'm cycling right now too, which adds to the benefit of purging myself of this person's negativity. And the main aspect, because my body tells me what somebody is throwing something at beforehand. Like, you got to understand, as women, if you have a headache that manifests, your body is telling you that something's coming. People don't understand that about being psychic. Okay. So, like, for example, if I'm feeling tightness around my head or something like that, I know instinctively that I have to protect in my crown. My body's letting me know. Yes. Yes. Super Queen Bee, get you the organza pouches. You know what I'm saying? Put all of your, maybe you may have some infused salts or something. I just usually add my salt to the water. But if you're using, salt that's infused with certain essential oils, you can put it in there. You can put your herbs in there, consecrate it, just toss it in there, and then you've got your spiritual bath. Yep. And you know what? I will use a sock, a clean sock too. You can use a clean sock, or either yeah, I knew what you meant. You can also use a coffee filter. However, coffee filters will break, so it kind of defeats the purpose. So, the cloth pouches, or either cheesecloth. You can use cheesecloth if you don't have the organza pouches. When I first started Divine Services, um, yeah, you can use cheesecloth, to filter your herbs, to wrap it in there. Is that bad? Is that not a good thing? Cheesecloth is the cloth that you use to strain things in the kitchen. Hmm. So anyway, when I have, like if I'm having any kind of like discomfort, I know that something's happening. You know. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was wondering if you knew what I was talking about, but yeah. Like, for example, if I feel a little, like, I have a crown chakra protection. I have a skull consecrated to clear away anything. Guys, y'all got to be careful. They are trying to close your crown chakra. Enemies and people that don't like you are actually trying to close the crown chakra. That is a fact. When they call you ugly, okay, their intention, if somebody's not attractive, I guess they're just not attractive. But if somebody's just constantly, you ugly, you ugly, you ugly, you bald headed, you this, oh, your hair's too thin, oh, you have split ends, oh, your hair looks horrible, oh, I don't like that color, oh, I don't like your hair, and that can be of any race. That doesn't just happen to Black people, guys. It doesn't happens to all races of people. That is a clever way of closing your crown chakra. Anytime somebody's paying attention to your head, pay attention. They're throwing negativity at your head. Okay? They're attacking the crown chakra. If somebody is talking about your butt all the time, how big it is, how flat it is, how it's not good enough, they are attacking the root chakra. If they are attacking your breasts, saying that your boobs are saggy, that they're not good enough. Why are you looking at my sagging boobs? Why do you care? Because they are factually attacking the heart chakra. Do y'all understand me? Also, they may be trying to send frequencies to your breasts to give you breast cancer. You have to know how to protect your body, not just your physical body, but your spiritual body, your auric body. People that are doing that all day, every day. In particular, if they have nude photographs of you, which is why you got to be careful with your exes. Some people's exes have nude photographs of them. You have to be careful with that. Listen, it's not your fault that you're not stupid. I don't call women stupid that make bad decisions on men. That's a part of the regime. Mm-mm. You're not stupid. You just gave a stupid person a position in your life that they didn't deserve. Okay? That's the reality of it. Because technically, a lot of you guys are capable of a lot of love. You guys are very loving people, loving souls. And when a man comes into your life and that's what he does with your love, that is not your fault. Okay. It's not your fault, first of all. Okay. Now, if he is, constantly focused on your body, got his family focused on your body, focusing on your boobs, that is a time where you have to protect yourself, because I'm going to tell you something. It's malignant. It's toxic. It's toxic. You have got to protect your body. And I'm telling y'all so that y'all can know that that's what I do. I have an entire um I have bottles like these little witch bottles. I have the large ones and the small ones. And I have a few in particular that protect my crown chakra. Yes, I do. Your first reaction, and this is how you can tell if your crown chakra is closed or not. Somebody says something negative about your boobs, right? Boobs are boobs, okay? It is what it is, okay? If your first reaction is to hate your own body based upon what someone else said, your crown chakra is closed. It's damaged. Okay? Your first reaction to somebody attacking your healthy body, because a lot of y'all will be healthy. If I wasn't who I am, that dude would have gave me cancer, stroke, heart attack. Listen to what I'm saying to you. Your first reaction should be, I have to protect my body. I have to protect. Because when you're feeling good, right? When everything's okay in your world, right? Why is he attacking your body? Why is he attacking your spirit? I know for a fact that I'm not going to go and find out I have breast cancer in a couple of years. Okay. So people like that are purposely trying to make you sick. Okay. They are. They're purposely trying to make you sick. Don't let them do it. Don't let them do stuff like that to you. Okay. Now, I'm not saying don't go in and get your breast cancer screenings. That's not what I'm saying. But I am saying that your breast cancer screening more than likely will be good news if you know how to metaphysically and spiritually protect your body. Yes. So don't let them do that. Okay. And I wouldn't sleep with a man like that. You toxic male. He will give you fibroid tumors, cancers in your uterus. I just wouldn't be dealing with him. I just wouldn't be dealing with him. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be, you gotta go. Oh, well, you're gonna die alone. Good. At least I'll be happy and I won't be stressed from dealing with you. Okay. So, I've noticed that I've been sweating, like my nose has been sweating, like my pores are opening up, like my body is literally like, release it, release it, all that negativity. Okay. But you also, that's just like whenever I do you guys' as cleanses and stuff. When I have y'all release it, I also make sure that it's transmuted. Yes, yes, elegant roses, and you're correct about that. Because otherwise, why would they be doing it? They have an intention on damaging you as much as possible, and it's sad, but there's people out there like that are just destructive people, and you can't let them be destructive like that. Okay, I've noticed that they do that. I've noticed that they do that, and they will home in on various parts of the body and attack because they're trying to pinpoint. I call it medical witchcraft. Medical witchcraft goes very deep. It does. It's something that I probably can't safely discuss on youtube.com, but I can whenever I get my Patreon together. And I mean, some of the videos that I want to put up and the education that I want to put up, it's no dig at the medical community. It's not to say don't go and get your health screenings. I'm not telling people to not go and get health screenings. I'm not telling people that, okay? But they don't like when people do that. They don't. So, these are videos that I would probably have to put up either on Rumble or either Vimeo or something like that. It's nothing wrong with self care. It's nothing wrong with self care. Okay. So I'm very careful about that. I don't really, in fact, that's why my channel got deemed or whatever. That's why it got demonetized because they kept flagging me for giving out medical misinformation. How? How am I giving out medical misinformation when I'm telling people that they can get a simmer pot and and meditate and relax and they can benefit from herbs? That's just like Malayan leaf. I use Malayan leaf a lot. I either simmer it or I either burn it. How is that medical misinformation? And I think it's an attack on witches. However, Reiki There's Reiki videos that are meant to heal, and I listen to those Reiki videos. I do, but it's an attack on the witches because I don't get it, and then people false flagging my channel. So yeah. hmm You don't have to compromise yourself, your dignity, your self respect to have a man in your life. You don't. You don't. Especially if he ghetto. I don't like a ghetto man, violent, mm-mm. Violent and crazy, sis, on to bringing a bunch of violent women around you, like that whole nature boy situation. Ooh, God, oh my God, no, please stay away from me, please, please. And nature itself kicked those people out. Even nature was insulted. Everybody's sitting around. Whenever one of the women wanted to leave him, they would beat up on the woman. Oh God. Oh. Mm-mm. Yeah. Thank you, Super Queen B. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Well, they try to make it seem like women that are single with no children, like it's something wrong with that. Like, really? And it's not. It's not anything wrong with having children and being single. It's very malignant. It's I'm going to find a person that I feel is vulnerable, or I feel and just they think that people like us rather are supposed to be sponges for them, and it's bull crap. That's just like and it's very biblical. It's very biblical that what they did was they cherry picked certain people in certain situations, and they thought, oh, I'm going to attack you. That's why they try to attack children of single mothers. We're going to bring them down to Chinatown, needless to say. Needless to say. And I don't have to have my coven erected. Are you kidding me? In fact, I've got stones that are coming for my fire pit, lava stones that are coming for the fire pit. And all I need is that big old fire I got out there. That's all I need. I don't need no coven. That's a lie. I know that's right, Super Queen B. I'd rather be alone than be with the wrong man. I think that most of us women come to that conclusion. You know, especially if it's a man that is doing like most. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I think that it's not. It's kind of common. I'm not even gonna lie. These types of malignant type of men that come into your life with an intention of murdering you, not killing your spirit. No, not even. No, he's there to kill you, to literally force you to suffer a physical death because he's constantly trying to create stress in your life. Okay. And that is not good. Exactly. Exactly. Sometimes having your friends and your wine, in my opinion, is better. If a man ain't no good, I'd rather just be alone. I'm not even going to lie to you. And that's a big red flag when a man is trying to isolate you from your friends and stuff because he don't have no good intention. He ain't got nothing but foul intent Because if he's trying to isolate you, that means that he plans on doing harm to you, usually. I'm kind of a possessive person. My Venus is in Taurus. I will admit to that. But I don't have intentions of hurting the man I love. That's different. Okay. Even though I probably shouldn't be possessive, I'm possessive as far as to what I deem as a negative person, especially if somebody is trying to get in our personal business, if somebody is trying to, um, I don't like the whole, um, I think that people are inquiring way too much and they want to know too much about people's sex lives. I think that that's weird. I do. I think it's weird. I'm not down with it. And so I just don't believe in doing that. Sorry, y'all, I'm over here looking for my crown chakra. But there it is. Yep, I got it right here. So, I don't believe in that stuff. Mm-mm. To me, that's nasty. To me, I feel like a couple should be able to explore as much as they want in the bedroom. We do whatever we want as long as we're not bothering anybody else or harming children. I think that it's perfectly fine to explore as much as you want. Other people in the business, I'm like, what y'all do last night? Nunion, did y'all do something? Oh man, she did this, she did that. Child, you gotta go. I don't like no man that can keep his business to himself and talking to his cousins and his mama and his friends about what we did sexually so that they can judge and go, oh, y'all did that? Like, yeah. And see, he may not even be an abusive person, but if he does that, he gotta go. Folk looking at me funny. You can tell that they've been talking to him about it too because they be looking at you funny. Like, why is that person looking at me like that? Because he done went and told that person what y'all do in the bedroom. I don't like that kind of stuff, y'all. I don't. That's personal. If a man can't keep his personal business to himself, well, he's not the man for me. Because how many people do you know? And then they'll say, well, that's because you're just a whore and that's what he told me. You're just a whore and you're not marriage material anyway. No, actually, you're the one that's not marriage material, but you have to go figure that out, hon. Go figure that out. Okay. Yeah. So, anywho, that's pretty much it, y'all. I hope that y'all are enjoying this dark moon. Santa Martha she wanted me to just get a lot of rest yesterday. Is what she wanted because after I did my rituals and my offerings to her, she just wanted me to rest, is what she wanted me to do. And so, but today, because tomorrow is actually the last day in her in her circle that I did. And so tomorrow we're going to have a feast for her tomorrow, okay? Is when we're going to have her feast, okay? It is weird. It is. And I think that men like that are taught to overshare too much of the details of their sex life. I do think, with family, with their mama, their sisters, want to know everything. I think that they were programmed that way. And when a man has been programmed by his mama, it's hard to break that program. And you probably can't never break it. Seriously. There have been plenty of mamas that have ruined their children. Now, like I said, and I think I'm gonna watch my movie today because I ain't seen it in a while, and that's something I enjoy doing. I love Meet the Fockers. I love Meet the Parents. That's one of my favorite movie franchises is Meet the Parents. I know that a lot of people are like, oh, that's boring, but it's like very dry humor or whatever, and sometimes that's good for you. But if y'all notice, Roz Fokker, like Greg's parents were very open sexually with the way they spoke sexually, right? And I think that I don't believe that Roz Fokker was that type of mother to where uh she did it in a negative way. You know what I'm saying? Like these mothers are very negative. Ugh, I don't like that. And then, teaching these men how to be as negative about sex and women as possible. So, while hers was a little borderline, more so, I think that it's okay to, kind of, you know, but I'm talking about these women are very, very negative to their sons about sex and women. Yeah, I know those were good movies. So yeah, and I quite enjoy the characters of that movie, and I haven't watched. I actually bought Meet the Parents and Meet the Fockers. It's in my movie library, and I haven't watched it in a minute. Because I've been dealing with just this intense negativity from this very negative person, his very negative family, his very negative mother. I listen. If your mama is that's why I listen. Whenever you meet these men, you need to not only ask about them, inquire about what you're gonna deal with. Okay, because people ain't perfect. Nobody's perfect, but some people's imperfections are hard or deal breakers. Look at his mama. Look at how his mama is. If he came from a toxic mother, he ain't no good. Hmm. Yeah, that movie was a trip. That lady, like in the movie, it's kind of like a romantic comedy, but she could have murdered her with. She decided to grind up nuts. J Lo had a peanut allergy. She grinded up the nuts to put it in the gravy. That's fucked up. Like, wow, you tried to kill that lady. So yeah. Mm-mm. Uh-uh. For a man to even do what this guy was doing, his mama had to have been messed up. Sorry, your mama wasn't. Your mama did not. And I don't care what nobody says. And you know why I kept bringing her up? Because 9 times out of 10, for a man to be doing stuff like that, it was encouraged by his mother and it was taught by his mother. And I don't care if his mother is alive or deceased, you got to bind the mother and do work on her and banish her bad energy too. Yes, you do. I spoke about this like 6 years ago. There's a video that I put up called The Evil Stepmother or The Evil Mother in Law. I talked about this. Okay. So you got to be careful with that. And he had that dynamic of where he was trying to literally drive a wedge between me and my mother, telling me things that my mother supposedly said about me. And that's why I'm treating you this way, because your mother told me this. My mother ain't never told you that. Even though me and my mother's relationship wasn't perfect, I know my mother didn't tell you that. And my mother had no intention of you doing what you're doing. My mother didn't come to you and say, murder my daughter. That wasn't my mother. That was somebody else that came to you and said, hey, be malignant as possible. I want her to get cancer and for her hair to fall out and for her to look like an ogre. And I want her to die and die, die, die. You know, and it's like, that's where you get the malignant stalking. And then, especially a man that don't have a damn job, if he had to work, his idle hands are or what's considered to be the devil's workshop. Okay. So certain things that I'm doing, boils and brews on the stove, doing my burns outside, my meditations, my therapies. I'm about to get some Malayan leaf and burn that. Malayan leaf is awesome in clearing out negativity, especially around the heart chakra, astragalus, okay, to release that stress, to calm the heart, to heal the thymus gland. Mm-hmm. Because you can hear your pulse. If you're able to hear your pulse, that means that there's some purging that you need to do. Okay. When they get to stressing you out. And he ain't, yeah, I promise. I've even made a promise to my children. I'm not going to let him hurt us, and I'm not going to let him kill me and put me in an early grave. I've promised that to my children. Okay. Very evil person that's just going to get his karma. He can't give me no karma. I didn't set out to try to destroy him. I didn't set out to try to kill him. He did that to me. So when he talks about karma, I laugh. I laugh. And he won't stop. He could literally stop and break the cycle. He could literally do that at any moment. That's going to ultimately end up destroying him, because I'm going to destroy him before he's ever able to destroy anybody. Anybody that sets out to destroy you, you have to have the will to survive. You have to have the will to say, you know what, not only are you not going to destroy me, but you're not going to have me in a tailspin all the time. Yeah, we're experiencing war at the moment. Yeah, it's war right now because he wants to keep me in the trap that he tried to set for me. Right? I got my spiritual guns ablazing. Okay? Is all I got to say. And I feel great. I sure do. I feel wonderful. And then that Utopia bottle, guys, that I have, and all of my clients, those of you that even if you don't have a Utopia bottle, which I highly suggest you have one, but up until I actually do one, you guys are able to benefit from my Utopia. That Utopia bottle, the moment I light it up, it's over. I light a 7-day candle over it. Really, to be honest with you, to cancel out all his negativity, light up that Utopia bottle, keep it going, keep a vigil candle over that Utopia bottle, maybe do a fire boost on it in between lighting the candle over it. He don't have a prayer in this world. That all of those alchemy bottles on the website are meant to counteract the negative effects of people like what we dealing with, like him. The fiery wall of protection, The wishes and dreams come true bottle, the utopia bottle, and the money alchemy bottle. All of those things were created by my spirits, including Santa Muerta. He don't stand a chance. His agenda will only be bestowed onto him. And it doesn't matter if he uses the Bible. It doesn't matter if he uses Santeria, Ifa, voodoo, Haitian voodoo. It does not matter. It does not matter. Okay? So I got y'all on that. Because I did kind of wake up today with like, I felt like my head was a little tight, just a little tension in there, because every day these people are going and going and going, and every day they're going to get canceled out every day. And you know what? It's not that big of a deal to me. The average person will probably be like, oh my God, this is too much work. But if you're in a position where somebody is trying to do either a slow kill to you because they know they can't physically kill you, right? Because your spirit is protecting you from that, right? Eventually he gonna give up or die. Eventually his whole crew is gonna perish. Eventually. Okay. So, and that ain't my fault. You the one that decided to do what you're doing. Why are you doing that? Oh, you're playing tit for tat. Okay, but you're the one that created that, and you're the one that's going to have to suffer, because that's not my plan in life. And, things like that will affect your spine, your heart, your internal organs. And I definitely know how to deal with death magic. I got somebody throwing death magic at me every day. It ain't going to never work. I'll be 90 years old, still here. And finally, when I die, they'll be like, we finally got her. Like, well, I kind of did live a full life. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, y'all got to be careful with stuff like that, and be careful with believing in who you believe in. Because I don't believe in him at all. If you believe in him, don't believe in him, because he does not have the capability to murder anybody except for himself. Okay? And they can say that I'm satanic, I'm evil, but no, seriously, my spirits will uh do harm to them before they're able to do harm to me or anybody that I love. It's not your job to die for people. It's not your job to perish because people can't stand your existence. That ain't your job, baby. You have another purpose in life. Nobody else can control your purpose. If you want to have babies, if you want to have money, if you want to, sit out on your balcony, on your terrace, and look at beautiful flowers in your garden and a fountain, and you want to relax and drink some tea and drink some crumpets, that's your vision, and that's the way your life should be. Nobody else determines your life. And that's something that I feel very passionate about. Okay. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. Enjoy this new moon. Hit that thumbs up. I hope that I was able to help somebody. And if you guys have that problem, I take on cases all the time. I don't need a coven. It's not that big of a deal. It's not stressful. It's not draining for me at all. I live for this, guys. I live for saving people's lives. I live for that. My brother is Saint Michael, the archangel. My other brother is Saint Raphael, the healer. Okay? Don't you ever believe that nothing that them people or that man has said could ever affect me. Okay? And he better let it go because it's going to be a TKO for me, technical knockout. I'm going to knock him out. I'm going to knock him out the box. Yeah. Yeah, and contrary to what people believe, you can work with spirits of the infernal. Saint Michael actually does work very well if you work with Satan or Lucifer. There's listen, there's the cosmos and there's earth, as above and so below. Satan is what? A fallen angel. Lucifer is a fallen angel. Okay? So whenever they get through, and I don't, you know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. I can only speak to my personal experiences. I was under attack. I forget what night that was. The energies and the frequencies that was being sent to my heart chakra were very toxic. My spirits quickly got it up out of here, quickly reversed it, sent it back. And whoever was throwing that at me, same thing with y'all. Somebody trying to throw something at y'all, trust me, we gonna handle that. Because I will never have a belief that anybody can hurt me or my children or my grandchildren. And belief is everything. And I have a very strong belief. That's why I am a high priestess. My spirits gave me that title. Okay? So y'all are safe. Always feel safe, especially if you in my circles. If you are a client, always feel safe and secure. Don't ever let those people make you feel insecure. None of them. I don't care who it is. I don't care how many followers they got or how many views they got. That's false. Okay? That's false. Don't ever let their falsities get to y'all. And don't ever let nobody make you feel down because it's more of them. Oh, we got more people than you. We 1,000 deep. Okay. Well, 1,000 people gonna have to go. Okay. And you know what? You got to think about it. A bunch of people up against one, they all weak. Because why'd you have to bring so many people? And you think the more people you got, you think the more people that you got, the more powerful you are. Well, then you're foolish if you believe that. Don't ever believe that. And don't ever believe that Jamila is tricking anybody because everybody that comes to me gets healed. Everybody that comes to me, my clients, they experience healing. Because I have clients that were chosen as sacrifices, energetic sacrifices, blood sacrifices. They were just chosen. And I have saved their lives. Do y'all understand me? So, and I'm in good company and I got all the backup I need. Okay, because when I call, when we get around a circle and we call to those spirits, they really gonna show up and they really are gonna protect us. because we are worthy, right? We are worthy. So don't you ever believe that. I wanted to have this conversation with y'all seriously. My beliefs don't break. In the world. Oh, this is you left that in there. Okay, guys. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Happy hump day. I think today is Wednesday. Happy hump day to y'all, and I will see y'all later. Okay. And feel free to schedule a reading. Yes, it's a new moon. I'm accepting new clients, new students. Our phones are not tapped. There's no tapping of a phone. Nobody has our phones tapped. They've tried to play that game too. We tapping your phone. Well, I personally have a VPN on my phone. I have a VPN on my internet connection. That might be why they've been in a tizzy. But even prior to that, and even if they were tapping the phone, what difference does it make? They can't do nothing. That's on them if they want to sit and watch your damn phone all damn day. They ain't doing nothing but wasting their life. Okay? So don't worry about that. Ain't nobody watching, ain't nobody seeing, nobody can get into my records. And then another thing, in the near future, I'll be back in the Midwest, guys, in the near future. When I do have meetups with clients, that person won't be there. He won't ever be there. He won't never be near me again, ever. So y'all don't have to worry about him showing up. Okay. And being intrusive. I'll be in Kansas City soon. I'm not going to say when, because I said a couple of weeks and he's been waiting to hear the time frame that I'm working in as far as when I'm going back. But he don't realize that in a few weeks we'll have a full moon. And if he tries anything, my spirits will create a bunch of chaos in his life because they're going to get me the hell up out of here. They're going to get me back to the Midwest. Okay. Because I told Toto, I said, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. I'm joking, y'all. We gonna make it back home. Trust me. Trust me. And we gonna make it back home, and it ain't gonna be a rough trip either. We ain't gonna be stressed out. Ain't nobody running. I ain't running scared at all. Okay, I'm just moving back home. In fact, I think I'm gonna take a scenic trip on the ground. I don't think I'm gonna take an airplane. You know, it's just something about airplanes that is kind of, you know. But yeah, so nobody worry about anything. Don't let that boy worry you. He ain't gonna do nothing but worry himself half to death. Okay, and no, it's not love. It's no love. He's a op. He's an agent. He's a sick person that decided, oh, I'm looking at this woman and these children. I hate them, and I want something bad to happen to them. I want them to be unhappy. Okay. In fact, when you see him, just throw rotten tomatoes at him. When you see him, just throw rotten tomatoes at him. Okay. All right, guys. I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Okay. Love you. Bye.